welcome to Bottoms Down, Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carol, and I'm so glad you've joined us today. We're coming to you from our new Donkey Studios, and we're going to be creating our classes in segments. This is going to allow us to create shorter classes and longer classes and more standing, more seated, etc. So while you're at the Bottoms Down Chair Yoga YouTube channel, make sure you check out the new playlists. While you're there, if you would click on that subscribe button, we would really appreciate it. It's free, and it just lets you know when new videos are posted. I would also love it if you'd leave me a comment. All right, let's get started. So we're going to sit up nice and tall in our chair, and you only need your chair today, nothing else. We're going to lift our heart super tall. The minute we begin lifting that heart, we feel these abdominal muscles engaged. Do you feel that? So I want you to kind of have this feeling throughout our entire class. Heart lifted, belly tight. All right? Next, let's do some grounding. So we're going to take our feet and we're going to ground them to the earth. So we think about we have 4 pressure points in our feet, behind the big toe, behind the little toe, and the 2 points of the heel. So I want you to think about having all 4 of those points on both feet equally weighted on the floor. Next, we're going to ground our sits bones. So we sit on these pointy bones. They hold our weight. Make sure that you're equally weighted on the chair, so we're not leaning one way or the other. Next, I want you to think about pulling your shoulders down out of the ears. Let's place our hands lightly on our thighs, palms facing up. Close your eyes and just breathe. Focus your attention on your heart center, letting go of everything outside of the room. Begin to notice your breath, just your natural inhalation and exhalation. Next, we're going to elongate that breath. So as you inhale, think about making it a little deeper inhale. And then as you exhale, try to push all the air out of the lungs before you inhale again. And breathe normally. Next, we're going to move into our belly breath, our yoga breath, also known as the diaphragmatic breath. As you inhale, the belly extends as we fill the lungs from the bottom up. And as you exhale, you're going to actively pull your belly button to your spine and push the air up and out of the lungs. Go ahead and do that a few times. And breathe normally. Let's do that one more time. Go ahead and see if you can inhale using your belly, and then exhale, pull that belly button to the spine and actively push the air up and out of the lungs, and try to make that exhalation longer than the inhalation. Go ahead at your own pace. And breathe normally. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intention for today's practice. One more breath. Bring your hands back down to your thighs and open your eyes. How does that feel? All right, let's stretch our necks just a little bit. I'm going to let that right ear fall towards my right shoulder. Drop your chin towards your chest. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. and drop your chin to your chest. Go ahead and look to the front of the room. Let's look over that right shoulder. Let's look center. Look over your left shoulder. Look center and roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. And reverse it. Nice. All right. And release. Very, very good. All right. Taking your left hand, bring it around that shoulder. Right hand is underneath it, and give yourself a big hug. Oh, yeah. Feel that stretch. And a little self-love for this morning. How does that feel? Right. All right, release it. And let's switch sides. So now my right hand is on top and my left hand is on the bottom. And I'm going to do that again. And hug. Oh, yeah. Feel the stretch. One more breath and release. Very good. Okay, we're going to come to a seated mountain pose. We'll start with mountain and then we're going to add that extension. So just start here, kind of feeling those palms are facing out. Feel the stretch. Belly is engaged, right? Heart is lifted. Belly is tight. All right, let's take those hands to the ceiling. Oh yeah, shoulders are down. You notice what I did there? I extended first and then I pulled my shoulders down. Belly is tight. Feeling the stretch first. One more breath and let's bring those hands down. All right, we're going to do that again, adding on. Start with this low mountain pose, just our seated mountain. Feel the stretch. And here we go. We're going to extend those hands up. Now remember, if you've got shoulder issues, maybe you stay right here in area. I call this goalpost arms, okay? So this is a great option for you. If you're with me, my hands are up, but my shoulders are down. My belly is tight. Okay, let's put the palms together. Let's interlace our finger. Pointer finger is to the ceiling. Kind of feel the difference there? There's a little bit of difference in how that feels. All right, let's go ahead and lean our mountain. We're going to start to the right. Now, as I'm leaning, what am I doing? I'm pushing this hip down. My feet are staying grounded. So remember how we grounded those sits bones down? I want you to make sure that you're keeping those sits bones grounded and those feet grounded. Let's come up and let's go to the other side. And feel that stretch in the side waist, right? You feel it? Warming things up. Let's come all the way back up to ceiling, our hands to the ceiling, and let's bring our hands down. All right, we're going to do a couple of cat and cows. So we're going to place our hands on our thighs. Notice how my elbows are a little bit wide here, okay? So that's going to let you really round down and get the upper back stretched. So belly is tight. We're going to drop our chin. We're going to round our shoulders. Now look at your belly button. So the biggest thing in this pose is really letting that head fall, feeling the stretch in the back of the neck and through the shoulder blades. Okay, we ready? Let's lift our heart up and come into that cow pose. All I'm going to do is take my thumbs to the back wall as I open up my heart. You also get a good stretch through those shoulders. You feel that? All right, let's do that again. Round down into cat. Making sure you're letting that head go, looking at your belly button. Let's lift it up. Thumbs to the back wall. Let's add the breath. Inhale here. Exhale, round it down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, round it down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, round it down. And release. Very, very good. Feeling good? Okay. So our next stretch, I'm going to start with our hands on our chair, okay? It's kind of like cow pose, but you'll see how we're going to add on to that one here in just a minute. So we're just going to lift that heart up, and I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades behind your back, okay? So here's what I'm doing. I'm here, and I'm squeezing my shoulder blades behind my back. You see that, right? My heart is lifted, my belly is tight. I'm lifting up. Now, I'm not looking up, okay? I want the heart is the thing to lift up. Squeeze those shoulder blades back behind your back. One more breath and release it, okay? So see how that feels, and maybe that's the version you want to stay with, and that's a great version. But if you want to add on with me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my hands and they're going to come back behind my head. Now, I'm not interlacing my fingers. All I'm doing is I'm just letting my head rest on the backs of my hands, okay? Elbows are nice and wide. All right, we're going to do the same thing. Are we ready? Squeeze those shoulder blades behind your back. Oh, yeah. What an opening through that chest. You feel it? I feel the shoulders. Make sure your belly is tight, so don't release that belly button. You want to keep the belly button to the spine. Keep that nice and tight. One more breath, and let's hug ourselves. I don't care which hand is on top. Just remember which one is on top so that when we switch, you'll know which one goes on top the next time. Let's open it up and reverse that hug. Oh, yeah. And you can give it a little twist if you want, right? A little self-love. I love it. Beautiful. Okay, release it. Release. All right, let's grab a sip of water. Moving on to our next section. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull our right knee into our chest. And we're just going to hold it, hug it, and squeeze it. Now, if this is bothering your knee, if this is too much for the knee, then I want you to put your hands back behind your thigh and do the same thing. That's just going to give that knee a little, putting less pressure on it, okay? But if your knees are good and you're with me, then I've got my hands on my shins and I am pulling that knee in. Hugging it into the belly. One more breath, and we're going to put that foot down. Okay, let's do the other side. So I'm pulling that knee in. So notice I extended my spine long. I know I always say we have to extend our spine before we hinge or move the back, and we're not moving the back at all. But I still want to always keep that spine long. I always want the head towards the crown of the head towards the ceiling, always, no matter kind of what we're doing, right? We want to keep that spine long, pull that belly in. What is the other thing I'm not doing? I'm not leaning back, right? So here's the thing. If you're here and you're leaning back, you're kind of defeating the purpose of this stretch. So we want to try to keep that knee in. So I'm pulling it in, and I know if you go ahead and release it, if you've got tight hip flexors, that might not feel the best, but it's a really good stretch. And it kind of, you're like, I don't understand how that would be stretching my hip flexors, but it is. All right, so what we're going to do is move into a series of seated lunges. And so we're going to go through it a couple of different times in a couple of different ways. And remember, whenever I add on, you don't ever have to add on. You can keep doing what we were doing, or you can add on with me, okay? So you've got options. I'm going to move a little bit forward in my chair, so make sure that, you know, your feet are still grounded and your sits bones are still grounded, but you're a little bit forward. Okay, let's start with the right leg, just because. Let's bring that knee in. I'm going to move. Okay, I'm going to move a little bit further forward. There, now we go. I don't know, I just kind of feel the difference. I can feel it when I'm too far back. I don't know. I don't know exactly how to describe that, but kind of whatever feels good for you. So I'm pulling this knee in first, okay? Now, what I want you to do is engage your belly, right? Belly button to spine. I want you to release the hands. You feel it, right? Working that belly. Now, put your hands behind your thighs. Flex the foot. Now, I want you to press through your heel, extending that leg long. You feel it? All right. Now, just simply put that leg down. The heel is on the floor. All right, we're going to do that again. Here we go. Bring it in. Squeeze. All right, let go of the leg. Bring your hands behind the thighs. Flex the foot. Press that foot out in front of you. And then put that leg down. We're going to do that one more time, just like that. Ready? Here we go. Bring it in, squeeze, flex, grab the thigh, press, put that leg down, and release. Okay, we're going to do the other side. So we're going to bring this knee in, squeeze it nice and tight. Remember, crown of the head to the ceiling. All right, I'm going to let go of it. I'm going to grab that thigh. Make sure your belly stays tight. Don't release. Don't lean back, right? Keep that spine long. Flex the foot. Press through that heel. Press it. Stretch it. And then put that foot on the floor. Actually, I'm saying foot, and it's really the heel because I'm keeping my foot flexed. Let's do that again. Bring it in. Squeeze it. Flex. Grab behind the thigh. Push through that heel. Set that heel down. Release it. Ready? Here we go. One more time. Bring it in and squeeze. Flex. Press through. Heel on the floor. And release. Okay. Now we're going to add a little external rotation in that leg. Okay? So you'll see, it feels so good. That's one of the reasons I wanted to do this series in my self-love classes, because I just think it feels super good. So we're going to bring that knee in first, okay? Now, all I'm going to do is I'm holding onto this leg and I'm just going to externally rotate it. So I kind of have my hand here supporting my ankle, and then I'm just kind of letting that knee open. And it doesn't matter if you've got measles. My husband calls them measles. If you've got measles and this really bothers you, then you don't have to externally rotate too much, but it really shouldn't be putting too much pressure on that knee. If you want a little more pressure on that knee, then you can press, right? Or a little more stretch. And if your knees are good, like my knees are great, then I can press a little bit. And that feels really good too. Okay, ready? Flex the foot. Now, same thing. You're going to put your hand under your thigh, but keep that external rotation. You see what I'm doing? My knee is still pointed out. Flex that foot. Put it down. You feel the difference? Boy, I do. Now, take those toes up to the ceiling and bend the knee and just take a moment. Okay, just checking in. How did that feel, right? We're going to do it 2 more times. All right, here we go. We're going to bring that knee in first. So feel this stretch first. Don't externally rotate yet. All right, are we ready? Let's do it. Let's externally rotate. Oh, yeah. Flex that foot. Are you ready? I'm going to put my hands under my thighs. Hold that leg up. Press through that heel. My toes are headed into the corner over there. Let's put that foot down. Bring those toes up to the ceiling. Bring that knee in. This is our 3rd and last time like this before we add on again. Ready? Of course, we have to do the other side first. Don't forget to externally rotate, flex, press. Put that foot down. Don't bring those toes up yet. And now bring the toes up and release. Okay. How's that feel? Good? Let's do the other side. Bring it in. Here we go. Bring it in. Stretch it. Externally rotate. Flex. Press through that heel. Keep that leg rotated out. Those toes are pointed up to the corner. Put that foot down. Keep those toes to the corner. Now, toes up to the ceiling. Bring it in. Ready? Squeeze it. Oh, yeah. Externally rotate. Hold and breathe. Flex that foot. I already had it flexed, didn't I? Flex that foot. Press through that heel. Oh, put that foot down. Now bring those toes up. Let's do it one more time. Here we go. Bring it in. Rotate. Flex. Press. Put that heel down. Toes to the ceiling and release. Okay. Now, you can keep doing what we were just doing. The add-on is I'm not going to hold my leg up. So what the difference for this next series is really makes you work your belly, so it makes you work your abdominal muscles. It's going to make you work your oblique muscles, and it's going to make you work those pelvic floor muscles, all right? So we want to get all of this core, we call it the core, the back. It's really not as involved other than it's keeping you upright, right? So you've got to extend that spine long. So the belly is tight. All of these muscles through here, the core is super tight. All right, let's bring that right knee in first. We're going to flex the foot. Now, you've got two options. Option one, well, three options. Option one is you can keep holding under the thigh. Option two is you can hold on to the chair. Option three is you can bring your hands to heart. All right? Press through that heel. Now, I'm not externally rotating. My toes are to the ceiling. Belly is tight. Don't lean back. Are you feeling that quadricep? One more breath and put that heel down. Oh, yeah. You feel it? Front of that leg working hard. Belly is working hard. Here we go. Bring that knee in. Squeeze it. Flex. Press through. Feel that leg working. Feel that belly working. Feel the back long. Don't lean back. One more breath. Put that leg down. Whew. Let's do that one more time. Bring it in. Squeeze. Ready? Flex. Let go. Press through. You want to press the palms together too. Activate that upper body. Belly is tight. One more breath. Put that leg down and release. Other side. Here we go. Bend that knee in. Flex. Press through that heel. Hold it and breathe. One more breath. Put that heel down. Let's do it again. Bring that knee in. Squeeze it. Flex the foot. Press through the heel. Remember, you have options, right? You can have hands at heart. You can be holding onto that chair. You can be holding onto that thigh. You're like, quit talking, Carol, and let's just put that leg down. All right, one more time. Bring it in. Squeeze it. Notice that my spine is long. Flex that foot. Press through. Don't let the back release, right? Keep that back up and out, upright. Head to the ceiling. Put that leg down and release it. Take a break. Whew. All right. We've got one more. Then we got to externally rotate, okay? All right. So let's bring that knee in. Are we ready? Externally rotate. Now hang on to it just for a second. Kind of get that external rotation first. So I think holding on to my ankle gives me a little bit more ability to get that external rotation before I let go. Now, you let go or don't, right? Extend. Oh my goodness. Do you feel the inner thigh and the outer thigh? And along with the quadricep, belly is tight, spine is long. Put that foot down, toes to the ceiling. Bring it in. Squeeze it. Whew. Externally rotate. Flex the foot. Are we ready? Press through. Let go of that leg. Press through that heel. Press, press, press. Put that foot down. Toes to the ceiling. Bring it in. Here we go. Last one on this side. Squeeze. Externally rotate. Flex. Press. And put that foot down. Toes to the ceiling and release. Let's go to the other side. Are we ready? Bring that knee in first and squeeze it. Feel that really squeezing that thigh into the chest. Okay, now I'm going to put my hands on my ankle and I'm going to externally rotate that leg. I'm going to flex the foot and I'm going to press through my heel, really keeping that external rotation. Hands at heart. Hold it and breathe, right? Hold it and breathe. One more breath. I'm going to put that foot down. My toes are angled out, and then my toes come to the ceiling. I'm going to do that again. Bring it in and squeeze. Externally rotate. Press through that heel. Put that foot down. Toes to the ceiling. One more. This is it. Last one, last side before we move on. Externally rotate it. Flex, press, put that foot down, toes to the ceiling, and release. All right, take just a moment. Whew, right? So the next thing we're going to move into is a seated eagle pose. So we're going to start by making sure that our right foot is grounded to the earth, okay? So again, as we've talked about before, you want to keep this leg nice and stable, okay? So we're not going to move the right leg at all. What we're going to do is we're going to take that left knee, we're going to bring it up to a tabletop position. Remember, belly is tight. Bring your hands to your heart if you want to, or hold on to the chair is fine. Now, I'm going to take this ankle and I'm just going to cross it over. Now, the key to this one, though, is that, see, this leg didn't move, right? Everything is happening with this leg. So I'm bringing it up to tabletop, then I'm crossing it over. So we want to keep this leg out, because if you bring it in, then you're not feeling the stretch here in the hip. All right, let's everybody bring hands to heart to start with. Press those palms together. Lift the spine long, belly is tight. We're going to hinge forward. All right, take a deep breath in, and on an exhale, we're going to lift that heart up. Let's do that one more time. Extend the spine long, belly is tight. Let that heart come forward. Inhale here, and on an exhale, press it up and release, okay? Let's do the other side. So again, the first thing I want you to do is take this leg and just ground it down. That foot is grounded to the earth, and you're not going to move this leg. Now, the other leg we're going to bring up to a tabletop position, and then I'm going to take this leg and I'm going to slide it down so that I've got ankle to ankle. You should already begin to feel a little stretch right here into this hip, okay? All right, let's bring our hands to our heart. Extend the spine long. Inhale here, exhale, and just let your heart come forward into a seated eagle pose. Inhale here, and on an exhale, I'm going to press up to seated. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, extend, 2 more times actually, and let that heart fall forward. Inhale here. Exhale, press up through that foot. All right, one more time. Inhale. I know I said that last time. I lied. Here we go. Exhale as you come forward, keeping the back flat, right? Inhale. And then on an exhale, we're going to press up into a seated position and release. Okay, adding on. Remember, that's a great option. What we just did is fantastic. If you want a little bit more, okay, this leg is going to stay right where it is. Other leg is going to come up first. We're going to slide down so that I've got ankle to ankle. So we get those legs set first. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hug myself, okay? So for me, I've got my left, oh, you know what? I did it the wrong way. So we want this hand to be on top. So if you've got this knee is bent, then you want the opposite hand to be the one on top. Okay? I'm hugging myself. I'm extending my spine long, my belly is tight, and I'm going to come forward. Oh, yeah. Let's inhale here. Exhale, press up. Let's do that again. Inhale, extend the spine, belly is tight. Exhale, let that heart fall forward. Take a deep breath in, and on an exhale, we're going to lift our heart up. And let's do that one more time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, come forward. One more breath here. Inhale, exhale, press it up, and release. Whew, everybody okay? All right, let's go to the other side. So again, this foot is grounded. It's not moving. My opposite knee comes up. I'm going to slide down to where I've got ankle against ankle. All right, there's our legs. Now, because this is the knee that's bent, we want this arm to be on top. You kind of feel the difference, right? I mean, with one being on top versus the other. I'm hugging myself again, a little self-love here. Extend the spine long, belly is tight. Let your heart come forward. All of my weight now is on this leg and this foot. This leg is just kind of there to get that nice stretch. Inhale here, exhale, press through that foot, come up to seated. Let's do that again. Inhale, extend the spine long. Exhale, belly button to spine. Let the heart fall forward. Inhale here, exhale, press it up. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, come forward. Inhale here. Exhale, we're going to press it up. And we're going to release. All right, go ahead. Sit back a little bit in your chair. Let's grab a little bit of water. Take a deep breath in and out. Good job. Okay, we're going to move. We're on the final stretch now. Let's move forward in our chair. We're going to heel toe those feet nice and wide. And we're going to take that right shoulder. Our hands remain on our thighs, and we're going to let that shoulder fall down right between our legs. We're going to come up and we're going to do the other side. And come up. Beautiful. Go ahead and heel toe those feet back together. Take that right knee and open it nice and wide. Remember to keep these knees open. We want this knee to stay right at that second toe. We're going to take that left arm, we're going to bring it all the way across our body, grab the chair, lift the crown of the head to the ceiling, turn and look over the back of your chair. Let's release that, and we're going to do that again. Bring that hand all the way across, lift and twist. And release. Crescent lunge. Let this knee fall down towards the floor. Push that foot back behind you. Lift your heart. Bring your hands to your heart. So think about releasing this glute. I know that we tend to want to hold it and squeeze it, but I want you to really focus on letting this whole leg relax. See if you can press the back of the kneecap towards the ceiling. You're looking over your front leg. Your hands are at heart. Let's release that, and we're going to do that one more time. Here we go. Take a deep breath in now, and on an exhale, hands to the ceiling. And inhale here, exhale, looking up slightly for a little back bend. One more breath. Bring your hands back down to your heart and release. Let's face forward. So we're going to move into our pyramid pose. We're going to extend that leg long, toes to the ceiling. Lift the spine long, let the heart fall forward, keeping the back flat. Feeling the stretch on the back side of this leg. Let's roll it up slowly. And do that again. Extend and hinge. Right, just breathing into it, feeling that stretch. One more breath, and we're going to roll it up nice and slow. Okay, we're going to move into a seated pigeon. So I'm going to either cross ankle to ankle, or I'm going to cross ankle to knee. I'm going to extend my spine long and let my heart fall forward. All right, I'm going to come up, and I'm going to rock my baby. Now I'm going to hug myself, extend the spine long, and let your heart fall forward. Oh, yeah. And coming up nice and slow. Go ahead and rock your baby again. Just move that joint a little bit in there. Now I want you to cross your arms the other way. Hug yourself. Lift and let that heart fall forward. Let your head fall, right? Just kind of relaxing everything. I'm so guilty of keeping my head up. Really try to let that head just relax and roll it up. Good job. Let's do the other side. Take this knee and open it up wide. Feel that inner thigh stretch. Bring this arm all the way across your body. Grab the chair, lift and twist. Let's release that and do that again. Bring the hand across, lift and twist, breathing into it. And release. All right, let this knee fall down towards the floor. Push it back. Lift your heart. Kind of think about the back of the kneecap towards the ceiling, if that works for you. Bring your hands to your heart, look over that front knee, and breathe. All right, let's release that, and we're going to do that again. All right, now the add-on here, if you want it, extend the hands to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in, and on an exhale, we're going to look up. Leave it out if you don't want it, it's fine. Bring your hands back to your heart and face forward. Pyramid pose. Extend that leg in front of you. Lift and hinge. Keep the back flat. All right, let's just tuck the chin and roll it up. And we're going to do that one more time. Extend and hinge. All right, beautiful. We're going to move into our pigeon pose. You've got options. Remember, ankle to ankle is fine, or ankle to knee works well. We're going to extend the spine long and let the heart fall forward. Keep your hands on those thighs is fine. Keeping the back flat. All right, let's come up. Now let's go ahead and hug ourselves. Extend and hinge forward. Do you feel a little difference when you hug yourself? I do. I feel a little difference in that stretch. All right, let's come up. And other arm on top this time. Extend and hinge. All right, beautiful. Let's go ahead and sit back in our chair. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. A deep breath in. And on this exhalation, close your eyes. Flip your palms to the ceiling. The bad stuff. Don't let all the bad stuff get to you. Let all the bad stuff amuse you, inspire you, teach you, and empower you. Achievement is built on inconvenience. Achievement is built on interruptions. Achievement is built on disappointment. Achievement is built on frustrations, problems, distractions, and mistakes. The moment-to-moment results you get are important, yet who you are and the attitude you possess, that's much more important in the long run. When your efforts fail to bear fruit, that's not the end of the world. On the contrary, it's another step toward your eventual success. Rather than judging or blaming or complaining, persist in finding a way to do what you've chosen to do. See everything that happens for what it is, an opportunity to move forward. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Reach up with your right hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that left hand down towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Reach up with your hands. Give the head a gentle tug. Release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Reach up with your left hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that right hand down towards the floor. Release it. Look up just slightly. Open your mouth if you want to stretch your jaw. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. And remember, go to Bottoms Down Chair Yoga on YouTube. Check out our new playlists. Click on that subscribe button. Leave me a comment, and I will see you next time.